Hello students, how are you? I hope you are doing well during this time. Students, as you know that term 1 exam is very nearby and you are working hard to get success in this exam. You all are completing your copy, you all are preparing the chapters, many things you are doing. So my best wishes are always with you. Best of luck for your exams also. With this wish, this is Virendra, your computer science teacher. I welcome in all the viewers, all my participants and my dear students. Thank you for giving me appreciations, for watching the videos, giving the valuable comments, and day by day it's improving. So students, first of all, today we are going to complete these topics using action buttons, important data from other applications, and we'll discuss some of the important questions, or you can say some of the extra questions here. And the name of the chapter which we are running here, enlivening a presentation. This is the chapter already you have watched. And students, basically this video belongs to class 6 student, and class 6 student already completed a few sessions for this chapter, right? So students, without wasting any of the time, let's start this session. Students, first of all, our first topic is using action button. Using action button. Students, as you know that this chapter is basically belongs to Microsoft PowerPoint, right? And right now you are trying to understand how to enliven your presentation, how to make use of your special effect, how to use your animation, how to use the transition, how we are going to insert the audio, how we are going to insert the videos. These are the few topics which already covered in previous video. And if you want to see the practical demonstration, you can see in the previous videos, right? This is the one kind of revision session is going on. I will make it clear each and every concept theoretically. For the practical session, you have to watch the previous one, right? So right now I want to use a action button which is there inside the PowerPoint presentation. So first question arises here: what is action buttons? Students, for giving the example of action button, let me give you one thing. You are watching the movies, yes or no? I'm damn sure you are watching the movies. So whenever in your mobile mode the movie is proceeding, at that time you want to make a pause. Then there is a pause button, right? There is a forward button, there is a previous button, there is a next button, there is a play button, right? Many kinds of buttons are available. Okay, in the same way, in PowerPoint presentation, you can use the same kind of action button. And once you click on that, some action will be happen. Yes, it means that the action button is nothing but it's a one kind of button that is going to be hyperlinked with the other things. And once you click on them, other applications will be also open. Right? The thing which will be open, okay, once you have hyperlinked to this action button. Right? So this is the you can say a one kind of scenario, one kind of definition for action button. Let me recall one more time. Action button is nothing but it's a one kind of button through which we are going to hyperlink other things. Other things may be application, maybe website, maybe web page, maybe other slide, anything. Right? So now, how we are going to do that? Now the question arises that how to use the action button, right? So for this, what we'll do here, first we are going to check where the action buttons are available. First of all, go to the insert tab, right? Once you go to the insert tab, there is one group. The name of that group is illustration group. Here there is one button here. There is one button. The name of button is shape button. So once you click on it, there is a small triangle is there. There is small triangle. Once you click on that, there is a drop down opens immediately. And at the last, you will get many kinds of action button. Like so now, students. What I do here, let me give you some shapes of the action buttons so that you can understand in an easy manner. Let me erase the code here. Now, what I do here, let me understand the shapes of action button. What is the name of this shape? What is the name of this shape? Stop. What is the name of this shape? Play. Then this one. Next. Then this one. Previous. This one. Record. Right? These are the few buttons, right? One more. What is the name of this button? Tell me. The name of this button is information. Right? So these are the action buttons which are available inside the presentation. Now once you click on shape button, then you will get these kind of action buttons. Right? How we are going to use that? Let me show you. Suppose I have taken the next button. Okay? Or you can take any other button also. So in this video I am just going to take this button. This is the information button. What to do here? In this, first once you click on that and immediately goes to the slide, then your mouse pointer now become plus. Right? Now what I'll do here, just go to this portion at the corner and drag diagonally. What is happening? The size of this action button going to be changed now. You can increase or decrease the size of action button anytime, but please make sure that whenever you release the button, then immediately you will have one dialog box. The name of that dialog box is action setting dialog box. Action setting dialog box. Suppose this is your action setting dialog box. Here one option is given here, hyperlink to that one box, right? Here you will get one drop down list. In this you will have like first slide, last slide, other file, previous slide. Like this you will get some kind of options here. And suppose you have clicked on other file. Right? Once you click on other file, another window will come. That is the open dialog box. So what you do here, you will just browse your file. Means once you clicked on this button, then what kind of information you want to display on the presentation while doing the slideshow, right? So once you click on other file, dialog box will open. That dialog box shows you a browse window. You have to browse the file and then immediately what do you do? Just double click on that. Immediately that file will be hyperlinked. And finally there is one OK button is there, right? And one more button is there. One more option is there, sound, right? In this you will get the list of sound. It means that whenever you select this kind of sound, then what is happening here? The list will give you many kinds of different sounds. Once you are going to play on this button, and that is already hyperlinked with the other file. If you want the different sound while clicking or while displaying in the slideshow, then you can choose any of the sound. And finally, once it's done, then click on OK button. I hope you are able to understand what I am trying to teach. Students, I have a request for you. If you have any kind of doubt, any kind of problem, don't hesitate to ask. You are free to ask anytime. Suppose you have given a WhatsApp message or any YouTube comment, the concerned subject teacher will try to reply as early as possible. It's clear or not? Don't hesitate. Now, this is all about your using action button, right? If you have any kind of doubt, please use your communication media. Now let me erase the topic here and then come to the next thing. So students, I hope you are enjoying in this video, and whatever the things which is not clear earlier, this time maybe it is very much understood and very much clear to you. Am I right or wrong? Whatever the answer, give to me on the YouTube comment or WhatsApp. Now the next is importing data from other applications, right? So this is our next topic. First of all, can anyone tell or anyone just give me instant reply, what is the import? What is import? And after this, what is export? These two questions you have to give the answer on the YouTube comment, right? Meanwhile, you are trying to give the answer. Meanwhile, I am just going to give the answer. Import means you have a concerned file, right? You are having some different file and you are going to attach that file with the other one. Likewise, some product is made in India, right? Some product is going to be made in India, and if you are doing some kind of activity to sell it outside, importing is okay. This is called one kind of importing. Exporting means, sorry, I mean to say, according to computer, import means, suppose This is MS Word file, and this MS Word file going to be embedded with PowerPoint, right? This is called importing, right? Exporting, just opposite of that, just opposite of that, right? That is called exporting. Likewise, many kinds of video editing softwares are there. Okay, whatever the editing you have done, after that you are just going to export the particular video after doing the editing, and that exported file will goes into the your particular file manager, right? So students, this is the all about the meaning of import and export. Now, let me come to the topic here. Right now, what we'll do here, is it possible to embed your MS Word file into the Microsoft PowerPoint? Yes, it is possible. You can embed your file, embed your MS Word file into the PowerPoint. How can it be done? Let's show you. So first of all, what we'll do here, you have to open your MS Word. So click on Start, then All Programs, then Microsoft, then Microsoft Office, and the next one is last step, Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2007, right? So this is the step to open your MS Word file, right? And right now, if you want to open the PowerPoint, same step will be followed. Only one change is there. Okay, only one change. Here you will write MS Word. If you want, rest all the steps are same. If you want to open PowerPoint, only one step will be changed, PowerPoint, right? Here you write PowerPoint. If you want to open Excel, then here you can write Excel. Clear? No. And now suppose your MS Word file is open now. Let me erase here. Now, what to do here? Just assume that your MS Word file is open. Now, what you do? Go to the View tab. Then Document, View, Group. Document, View, Group. Right? View tab, Document, View, Group. Then after you have to go to the Outline View button. Outline View button. Just you have to follow this. So once the MS Word is open, after opening the MS Word, you have to follow these steps. Now, once you have changed the normal view to outline view, then you have to type the headings, or you can write the titles of the slides on the MS Word, right? It will come in point form. Likewise, let me give you one example. Once you start typing, there is one dot is here, and suppose you have written here types of software. Okay, this is writing in outline view. Next one, suppose you want to write here application. You want to write here application software. Application software. If you want one more, suppose you have written here system software. this thing is written in Microsoft Word. Now it's time to come save this MS Word file. So for saving the file, what you do here? Go to the Office button. Go to the Office button. Then here you will get the file. You will have the option save or save as option. Right? Then there is a dialog box. In name of that dialog box is save as dialog box. Here you have to browse the location. What are you here? You have to browse the location where you want to save your file, right? And just type the name of file. After doing this, type the name of file, right? Means what is the name of that file? That name will be used for the reopening of that file, right? So you have to give the name also. Type the name, and finally, what you do here? Click on save button. Now your MS Word file is totally saved. I hope these are the steps very much clear to you, right? Now with this I am coming to the next portion of this same topic to give you how to import the data file. Now this MS Word data is ready now. Now we have to use the Microsoft PowerPoint. Let me erase all the things. So students, I hope you are enjoying my class. Okay? Give me feedback on the YouTube comments, right? Now, after this, what I do here, you have to open a PowerPoint presentation. Okay? So very much easy for you. Just click on Microsoft PowerPoint icon and immediately it will be opened. So by default, you are in normal view of the PowerPoint presentation, right? So follow these steps to import the data, of MS Word. So first of all, what you do here? Go to the Home tab. In Home tab, there is one button here, New Slide. There is one small triangle is there. Click on that. You will get a list of many kinds of layouts, and here in the last you will get slide outline. Okay, slide outline. Click on that. Immediately you will have one dialog box. Once you click on that, you will have insert outline dialog box. Insert outline dialog box. Suppose this is your dialog box. So here what you do here, just browse the MS Word file which is already saved, right? Browse that file and double click on that, or just click on open button which is available on the insert outline box, right? Once it is done, then the MS Word file is embedded into the PowerPoint slide, and in that whatever the points you have written, I think you remember 3 points I have written in outline view. Okay, so immediately in PowerPoint 3 slides will be automatically added. 3 slides, and it is already titled with the name which is already written in Microsoft Word, right? So students, this is all about this topic, right? So let me erase the board and then we will proceed further. So students, whatever the feedback you want to give, you can give on the YouTube comment, or you can use the WhatsApp also, right? So whatever the feedback you have, and you must watch whole video whatever you want to play, right? It's a request from your subject teacher. It's clear? Now, what I'm doing here, now it's time to finish the video, and I want to say a big thank you to you. Reason? You have shown a very good patience here, very good patience. You are watching my videos since starting till end, and whatever the YouTube comments you are giving, whatever the likes you are giving, that's giving a one kind of motivation to me. So keep liking it, keep sharing it, keep subscribing my channel. But please don't forget to press the bell icon. If you press the bell icon, you will get the notification for my latest videos. So students, I hope you have enjoyed a lot in this video. Keep watching it, and thanks a lot for giving your precious time. Thank you so much.